is she. She is Athena Gray, wife to wolf. In the wolf pack, there is the alpha male wolf and the alpha female wolf. They run right alongside each other. Wife to wolf is the alpha female wolf, and the alpha male wolf is...
When you need that, don't hesitate, just in my lion fantasy, yeah. I'm sending chills up down your spine, and girl, I need it. Won't catch me in these streets. I play this game for keeps. Not could you say the least? Mixing dirty with the Sprite. I just smoke, babe, that's alright. In my zone, in my element. Gift from God, feeling heaven sent. This that new shit that I'm on. To the face, you know I'm gone. You say I'm always wrong, but keep coming back for more. Touching me, yeah. You see what I see, what a real nigga like. The way you need that. Don't hesitate, just in my life, girl, I need it. Won't catch me in these streets. I play this game for keeps. Now could you see the least? Touching me, yeah. You see what I see, what a real.
All right. Microphone check. 1, 2. Who is this? If you're part of the show, then say your business. Can you hear me, everybody? All right. So on that note, tonight we're going to go right into it. We've been getting some feedback from our audience, and what they want to do is they want us to go right into it. Don't take no time. Get right into it. So let's go right into it. So on that note, tonight we're going to bring to you TNL, Thursday Night Live. Yes, if they could do it on Saturday, we could do it on Thursday. So tonight we're going to have some actors and actresses who will act out some current events for you, keep you up to date in a very humorous way. That's what we do here, right? We like to laugh, drink, smoke, and say bad words. Okay, so anyway, on that note, tonight we're going to bring to, my God, my nose, my nozzle. It's my nozzle. Okay, so on that note, tonight we're going to bring to you, we're going to start with actor Rias Knight, who's on the show with us today. Put your hands together for Rias Knight. Rias, can we see you?
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? We need to come a little bit closer here. Can get better.
All right. Thank you very much, Rias. On that note, Rias, we'd like to just know a little bit about you as an actor. If you could tell us what you're going to do here tonight, who you are, what you've done in the past, and where you are from.
I am from Brooklyn, New York, and I am an actor. I've been doing this now very short time. I wanted to do it as a youth, didn't chase my dream. I'm chasing it now. I've done a play at the New York Theater Art Festival. There we go, New York Theater Art Festival, that won awards for the writing. It won a script award, and one of the actors won the Best Actor award. We sold out all 3 nights, and then we took it to the New York Comedy Cellar, and we blew that up one night. So
good stuff, Rias.
Yes. It was called Race, the movie, and it was a spoof of all the many plays. I mean, the many movies from Hollywood where the only chance they have to win an award really is if a white guy saves the day, like, Green Mile or The Help or Hidden Figures. And we flipped it, and it was pretty funny.
All right.
So it was pretty good.
Thank you. So, Rias, I know you have a new announcement as of recent, which we're going to share. What is this billboard that I'm about to show the audience that you're on?
That is an art project called Drawing Breath, and it's on a humongous art project.
Glare, man. Kill the fucking glare.
You did it?
Yeah.
You did it?
Yeah.
You did it?
Represent
Yeah.
different emotions.
Got it.
And
Okay.
breathing through these emotions. And
Got it.
that was me.
All right. Thank you very much. I shared the videos with the audience. Great work. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes,
let's move
thank
on. And we do have some guests waiting to get on. So to the rest of the callers, let's be brief. Here we go. Lady T. Lady T, turn your camera on. Show us yourself. Woo! Hello, Lady T. All right, so girlfriend, tell us where you're from, a little bit about your past acting, what you plan to do tonight, and who you are.
Okay, I'm Lady T. I've done some plays. I co-produce with a media company, and I'm from Long Island, New York. As far as who I'm playing, stay tuned.
Lady T in the building. New York, New York, New York, New York. Yay. All right, moving on. Let's hear from CC Beans. CC Beans is in the building. Turn on your camera. Let us see you, girl.
Oh, girl.
We can't see you, CC Beans.
Hey.
Hello. Hi, CC Beans. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am CC Beans, and I am from Miami, Florida.
Miami in the building.
Oh, yeah. South Florida always. Hot and heavy. And I don't usually look like this. But you'll find out a little bit why I look like this.
Put your hands together for CC Beans in the building, yes. All right, and Michael, hello. Michael, turn on your camera. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Michael in the building. Hey.
Hello.
I'm good here. Good. And improv and some plays, but stay tuned to see what I do here. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Michael. Where you from? Where you from, Michael?
Oh, California.
LA in the building. Yay. All right. Thanks, Michael. And last but never the least, we have actress Destiny Frazier in the building. Destiny, turn on your camera. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Hey. Hi. Destiny.
Try to get in 5 minutes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Javon, please pause for a second. Destiny, go ahead.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Destiny. I'm from Edison, New Jersey. I used to act a little bit when I was younger, but now I'm taking it seriously.
All right. Actress Destiny Frazier in the building from Edison, New Jersey. New Jersey in the building. Thank you very much, Destiny. All right, so stay tuned to see what these actors and actresses will do later on TNL Thursday Night Live, brought to you by the Wife, the Wolf, and the Wolf Pack. And now we are going to move over to our artist, Javon. No disrespect. Javon, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so let me tell y'all a little bit about Ja. So this is Ja, no disrespect. He's been rapping since he was a kid. He started in 2015, but he started taking it more seriously now that he's older. He dropped his first music video, but he's been in music ever since. And he's been getting, he had some trouble growing up, and he's experienced a lot of things due to young age and his environment, family decisions, and so forth. But Ja dropped his most recent music video that we're going to share with you now. We may not go through the whole thing, but we'll let you see it. And then we're going to come back and hear from Ja, no disrespect. Let's see that video.
They used to cross me, that's how they lost me. Now my money in Porsches. I do this shit often, ballin' like offense. We put that boy in a coffin. Bitch, I been restless, chillin' with reckless. I got a chopper to stretch shit. This bitch, she possessive, all of this texting. I don't got time to address shit. She pull on my necklace, but don't regret shit. We gave that boy a new death wish. Bitch, we finessing, 30 to weapon. Bitch, do not come in here flexing. Said, what's the objective? I got a question. Why all these niggas be watching? Said, Ja, he a topic. Yeah, he got options. All of his bitches exotic. This bitch from the tropics. I took her shopping. She want a bag and some profit. Bitches, they gossip, 380 rocket. I told that bitch I'ma pop it. The booze in my pocket. We smoking toxic. We need whatever he copping. I hate when she leave. She love when I go. She love it. She bend on her knees, she give me the throat. I got a beam, I'ma shoot through the coat. I got some Henny, she driving the boat. God, we got plenty, we doing the most. I'm in a Bentley, I'm cruising the coast. Bitches ain't friendly, they fuck with the low. I see the envy, the hate in the show. A lot of my enemies getting exposed. A lot of these bitches been getting too close. A lot of these niggas been getting too bold. Keep my shot so I ain't gon' fold. If they take one, then we take four. Bring her back.
All right, Ja, turn your camera on and talk to us. Hello, Dr. Kitty Cares in the building. Put your hands together for Dr. Kitty Wood.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Hey. All right,
Hey.
so Ja, tell us what inspired this song.
Basically, I did that music video in Las Vegas, so I kind of got away from everything I was around, and I really got to focus in on that song.
Beautiful.
Going
Got it.
away.
Okay, and where was this video shot?
I'm in Las Vegas.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you did just say that. I got it. Okay, and then you have another video out, right?
Yeah, I have another video, Options, that came out probably 2 months ago.
Okay, and what inspired Options?
Options was like the first video I made since I came back home. So I put a lot of work into it. I had a lot of people around me put a lot of work into it, and basically it was from the ground up,
Got it. So, Ja, let me ask you a question. For people out there, for young people watching or people older than you watching who want to pursue a music career, what advice would you give for them to get started? Like, say they don't even know where to start. They're sitting there right now and they're like, I think I can make it as a rapper, a singer, an R&B pop artist, whatever have you. Where should they start?
I honestly think that people could do anything they put their mind to, and you could just start from anything, even if it's just you writing on a piece of paper in school, or you just writing on your iPhone and your notes. You can start anywhere. You never know what it'll turn out to be one day.
Okay. All right. So start writing. And any other advice you want to give to?
And get your social media active. Post a lot. Go on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Spotify. Just promote yourself and don't ever be scared. So be consistent in that.
Okay, basically, so if I was watching a show and I heard you say that, Ja, what I may start doing is I might start writing, and then I might start sharing what I wrote, even with no music, if it's just a cappella. And for those of you who are not sure what a cappella is, it's when you're rapping or singing with no music. So what you're saying is you could even start sharing that on your social media page with no music. Just start showing people your skills.
Of course, because even I have did that, and I've seen people do that. Just freestyle. If it's hard, people gonna like it. People always gonna salute what's hard or real. So anything starting from anywhere is good, because you gotta start from somewhere no matter what. Even if it don't have a beat, it still could go.
Got it. Okay, great stuff, Ja. That's good advice. I went to a music showcase a few weeks ago in I don't know, somewhere here in New Jersey, and basically what I heard one of the artists say is the hardest thing about music is if you start, it's going to be the hardest thing you ever did, and if you quit, it's going to be the hardest thing you ever did. So no matter no matter which way you go, it's going to be hard. So you might as well keep going. So good advice, Ja. Let me ask you a question. What is your favorite project that you've ever done?
My favorite project will have to be Disrespect Freestyle. Definitely Disrespect Freestyle. That was like one of my first time really getting out there, really promoting my music, and that was like the first time I really became Ja Disrespect,
Okay. Okay. And why was that your favorite project?
Because it was different. It was my first time really hopping into the music scene, and that's what really popped off. That's what made me take rap serious, because when I first put it out, it was like my second song, and I had got 30,000 views. So anything like that will push you to keep going. So
wow,
that really was like the beginning.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So Ja, what is your IG or your social media handles that you want the followers to follow you on?
Ja_disrespect. Ja Disrespect with no T. Ja Disrespect.
Okay, and you will be posting this interview on that page, correct?
Of course.
Got it. So for those of you who want to follow Ja and get to know his music, go check it out there. You can also find this video of his interview there today as well if interested. Thank you very much, Ja. Is there anything else you'd like to add to your interview today?
No, not really, but everyone, keep working. And is the A&R still gonna be there?
Oh yes, he's coming on later.
Yeah, I had a question for him.
Okay, put the question in the chat.
All right, cool. All right, so then other than that, no, I don't really have anything else to say. But if you working to follow your dreams, keep working hard, and it's Ja Disrespect. You know.
Got it. Thank you,
And,
Ja.
and
Thank you so much.
I also want to thank you for having me on your show. You know, it means a lot to me.
Beautiful. You're welcome, Ja. Thank you for coming. We're gonna close out by playing your video again, okay? All right, everyone. Here we go. Let's go back to No Ja Disrespect.
They used to cross me, that's how they lost me. Now I'm on money in Porsches. I do this shit often, ballin' like offense. We put that boy in a coffin. Bitch, I been restless, chillin' with reckless. I got a chopper to stretch shit. This bitch, she possessive, all of this texting. I don't got time to address shit. She pull on my necklace, but don't regret shit. We gave that boy a new death wish. Bitch, we finessing, 30 to weapon. Bitch, do not come in here flexing. Said, what's the objective? I got a question. Why all these niggas be watching? Said, Ja, he a topic. Yeah, he got options. All of his bitches exotic. This bitch from the tropics. I take her shopping. She want a bag and some profit. Bitches, they gossip. 380 rocket. I told that bitch I'ma pop it. The blues in my pocket. We smoking toxic. We need whatever he copping. I hate when she leave. Hate it. She love when I go. She love it. She bend on her knees, she give me the throat. I got a beam, I'ma shoot through the coat. I got some Henny, she driving the boat. God, we got plenty, we doing the most. I'm in the Bentley, I'm cruising the coast. Bitches ain't friendly, they fuck with the low. I see the envy, the hate in the show. A lot of my enemies getting exposed. A lot of these bitches been getting too close. A lot of these niggas been getting too bold. Keep my shot so I ain't gon' fold. If they take one, then we take four. Break her back, she touch her toes. Ankle crack, that bitch D-Rose. Pour that act, I hate them foes. Perks and lean, that's on my dome. We in the zone. Hit the bitch straight from the back, I took her soul. 3-4-6 straight from that shot, he coming home. I got a bag and I'ma save it for C-Lo. He tryna brag, we on his ass, cause we need more. Was skipping class, I need that bag, I had to go. That tip for tat turn into shots, I had to blow. That type of pass to turn your mans into a foe. That type of pass to turn your mans into a foe. She love when I go. She bend on her knees, she give me the throat. I got a beam, I'ma shoot through the coat. I got some Henny, she driving the boat. God, we got plenty, we doing the most. I'm in the Bentley, I'm cruising the coast. Bitches ain't friendly, they fuck with the lows. I see the envy, the hate in the show. A lot of my enemies getting exposed. A lot of these bitches been getting too close. A lot of these niggas been getting too bold. Keep my shot so I ain't gon' fold. If they take one, then we take four. Break her back, she touch her toes. Ankle crack, that bitch D-Rose.
Thanks again. Let's put our hands together for No Ja Disrespect. All right. So we may have to change the order of some things, but as we said, in showbiz, things will never go as planned. So with that said, we're going to start with Lady T. Lady T, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Lady T. So there's a change in plans. So with that said, we're going to start with your skit tonight for TNL Thursday Night Live with the Wolfpack. We're going to start by bringing on Ladies T skit from the off-Broadway play, is it? Chicago?
It is a musical and a movie.
Whoa, okay. A musical and a movie. And the name of it, Lady T?
It's Cell Block Tango.
Whoa, Cell Block Tango. All right. So, Lady T, tell them what you're going to do tonight.
Okay, I am playing Pop and Swish in Cell Block Tango in Chicago, and it is about two women in a jail cell and how they killed their husbands.
All right. Two different women and how they killed their husbands. Good stuff. Let's keep going. All right. So, Lady T, tell us when you're ready, and you can take the screen.
Okay. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I was standing in the kitchen, carving up the chicken for dinner, minding my own business. In storms my husband Wilbur in a jealous rage. "You've been screwing the milkman," he says. He was crazy. And then he kept on screaming, "You've been screwing the milkman." And then he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times. You know how people have these little habits that get you down? Like Bernie. Bernie likes to chew gum. No, not chew. Pop. So I come home this one day and I'm really irritated. And I'm looking for a bit of sympathy. And there's Bernie laying on the couch, drinking a beer and chewing. No, not chewing, popping. So I said to him, you pop that gum one more time. And he did. So I took the shotgun off the wall and I fired 2 warning shots into his head.
Woo! All right. The Wolfpack likes that. Good stuff, Lady T. Thank you very much. All right. We're going to keep going. So next up, we're going to do the skit with our interview with yours truly, Kamala Harris. Dr. Kitty Care is on. Kamala, can you turn your camera on, please? Got it. All right, with that said, is everyone else ready to do the skit with Kamala Harris? Okay, on that note, Kamala?
Yes.
Thank you very much for agreeing to come on to the show today. There's not too many women as successful as yourself that would come on to the show, a startup show such as Wife to Wolf, and agree to an interview. Thank you very much for taking our show.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So with that said, Kamala, I was actually looking at an address that you did to the nation the other day on climate control. You said there was a budget that was allotted for climate control, and I just wanted to know, what are we doing to address the current issue of monkeypox?
Right. As of right now, we are in works with the officials to regulate the spread of monkeypox so there's not an outbreak like the coronavirus.
Got it. Okay. So, as we talk about the coronavirus, Vice President Kamala Harris, where would you say monkeypox originated from?
Donald Trump brought monkeypox into the White House.
Excuse me? Did you say that former President Donald Trump brought monkeypox into the White House?
Correct.
Interesting. Okay, so former President Donald Trump brought monkeypox into the White House. That's interesting because the other day I was reading in the Enquirer that President Joe Biden's actually not recovering from COVID-19, but that he's actually recovering from monkeypox and that he's in the Happy Daisy nursing home located in Maryland. Is that correct? Is that true? Does that have any validity to it?
That is incorrect. Joe Biden does not have monkeypox. He is not in a nursing home.
Okay, so Joe Biden is not in the Happy Daisy nursing home located in Maryland, recovering from monkeypox.
Correct.
Vice President Kamala Harris. That's correct, right? Okay, so
correct.
What we're going to do is we're going to call. I was actually given a phone number, okay, to the Happy Daisy nursing home in Maryland where the Enquirer says that Joe is, because I reached out and I was like, is this true? And they were like, listen, we can give you the phone number, the address. Joe Biden's there. So let's call the Happy Daisy nursing home and see what exactly is going on over here.
Happy Daisy's nursing home.
Hi, this is Athena Gray of the Wife the Wolf Show, and I have Vice President Kamala Harris here on the line with us. And we're calling because we wanted to speak to Joe Biden, our president. Is he there?
Joe Biden? Yes, He here. His dick fine. Me take care.
Wait. His dick is. Does he have monkeypox? What are you doing with our president's dick? Joe Biden is there?
Yes, he here. He dick fine. Me take care.
Did he say he has? Did she say he has monkeypox on his dick?
Athena, I think there's another caller.
I would advise you to not pick that phone up. I would advise against it.
Caller, are you? Hello, is someone?
There's
on
someone
the line?
there.
Hello. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, all these sirens and all this noise. Oh,
Is this?
Stop that! Stop it already!
Is this former President Donald Trump?
Yes, the President of the United States, Donald Trump,
Former
is on the phone.
President of the United States. Joe Biden is the current President of the United States.
Kamala Chameleon, please be quiet.
Kamala
I love
Harris.
you guys' show. I'm a
Kamala
huge
Harris.
fan. Melania is a huge fan of the show. We love you guys. We love the show. Huge fans. Huge.
Thank you so much, former President Donald Trump. What did we do to deserve the honor of you calling into our show today?
The fake news. All the fake news being put out by Kamala Chameleon over there. Kamala, Caillou, whatever she calls herself. She's putting out all this fake news, and we're not going to listen to it.
Okay, so you did not bring monkeypox into the White House?
The monkeypox, Biden brought in the monkeypox, just like Cammy brought in the monkeypox with her as well. We all know
The
they brought
Trump
in the monkeypox.
administration brought monkeypox into the White House, and I will be President of the United States in
Fake
person.
news, fake news, fake news.
Oh, okay.
They're always lying. Always lying. Her that she's such a nasty.
Former President Donald Trump, do I hear sirens in your background? I think I hear some sirens. Yeah. Those sirens right there, yeah.
The thugs. Her thugs. No president has ever suffered like me. No president. The thugs they send in there, her CIA thugs, they're horrible.
You're spewing false information. That's incorrect. That is incorrect.
So
that's why
Donald,
I'm going to announce here that me and Ivanka Trump will be running together. Trump and Trump. She will be my vice president, and we will take back the White House and make America great again.
I am talking.
Trump and
I
Trump.
am talking.
2024.
I
Trump
am
and Trump.
talking.
You heard it on the White
I
House.
am talking.
Trump and
I
Trump
am
forever.
talking.
No more
I
Kamala
am
or
talking.
Camille or Kamala Chameleon or Carmen Reason or whatever she was.
I am talking.
Trump and Trump. Ivanka and Trump. Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump, 2024.
Okay, so we're gonna have to mute our former president and our vice president as we kind of got to move on with the show. So thank you both very much for calling in. Mm-hmm. Wishing you the best, Vice President Kamala Harris, with all you have going on and dealing with the monkeypox. And I hope Joe gets out of Happy Daisy nursing home, but it sounds like he's actually probably doing well in there. And former President Donald Trump, I wish you the best with those sirens in the background and, those thugs. Yeah. Thank you very much. All right, so moving on tonight. Thank you very much. Again, that's the first and second skits of TNL, Thursday Night Live. We had Chicago, the play. We had Kamala Harris. And now let's hear from Dr. Kitty Care. So, Dr. Kitty Care.
Yes.
What's up?
Oh, just delivering those little cubs. That's all. Everything's all good.
All right. So what did you think of tonight's TNL?
I thought it was excellent. It was nice to see former President Donald Trump in rare form as usual.
Yes. Okay. And what did you think of Vice President Kamala Harris's interview?
I thought she was very interesting, and I have no further comments, but just interesting.
Right. Okay. So with that said, we're going to keep moving, and we do have an interview with Dr. Carolyn Patterson, who will be signing on shortly. Again, we're changing the order of things tonight. So with Dr. Carolyn Patterson signing on shortly, we're going to just tell you a little bit about Dr. Carolyn Patterson. So it looks like we have 2 people in the waiting room. Let's see who these 2 people are. Admit. Okay, so one of them is Dr. Carolyn Patterson. So, Dr. Carolyn Patterson, are you there?
I am.
Okay, great. So we are actually, let me see. All right, so Dr. Carolyn Patterson, I do have a bio here for you. Can you tell our listeners, viewers, a little bit about yourself?
I can, but before I do, can I just make it clear? I am delighted to be with the Wolfpack, Athena, but I have to let your viewers, listeners, everybody know that I don't agree with all of the views on the show, but I'm honored to be among the wolves.
Thank you, Dr. Carolyn Patterson, and we are glad to have you here tonight. All right. So
I'm delighted to be here. You guys say some stuff that is funny and fresh and hot, and some of it is really, really cool. And some of it, if some of my friends knew I was with y'all, they would clutch their pearls.
Not the pearls. All right. So on that note, tell us a little bit about your recent book, Deceit. That's on shelves now. It can also be ordered from Amazon.
Deceit is a novel, and it's about a woman who is single and successful and allows the pressures of society to disturb her peace. And it was written really to help some folks because there's a lot of pressure in the world to make single people feel like they're not complete, they're not sufficient, they need something or somebody else. Deceit also has a little bit of abuse in it, and that happens in a lot of relationships. And sometimes people have too much shame. They don't have the courage to tell their truth, to get out, to know that they have options. And so it's for folks who have been through that or know somebody going through that. Not just physical abuse, but emotional abuse can sometimes be worse. Bruises and scars heal. But when someone you love makes you think less than yourself, it takes a long time to get better. And thank God there are a lot of resilient people, not just women, but also men who have come through on the other side and taken their power back and are moving on with their lives. So Deceit is for anybody, wherever you are in that relationship continuum, but it has a lot of 5-star reviews on Amazon. People call it a page turner and they say they can't put it down.
Yes, so I've actually been reading it. I'm not done, but I've been reading it, and I want to say what I like about the book is that it takes off right away. It's you pick it up and you just can't put it down. So with that said, thank you very much. Now, Carolyn Patterson, I'd also like to point out that you are related to, I couldn't get there. You are related to our executive producer, Sadie Sharp Garcia. Is that correct?
I am. Sadie is my niece.
Let's put your hands together for Carolyn Patterson. She's related to our executive producer. So I'm going to read the dedication, actually, who this book is dedicated to, right? So who this book is for. So this book is for those who have rushed into marriage because church and or society has made them feel incomplete as singles. Those who are in or have been in abusive relationships, emotionally, physically, or psychologically. Those who people know who are in abusive relationships. And resilient ones who have overcome the heartache of deception. Put your hands together for Deceit. Yes. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so on that note, Carolyn Patterson, is there anything else you'd like to add to your readers, to those who are already fans and those who are interested in becoming fans?
If it's okay with you, Athena, I'd like to read a little bit from the book.
Please. Thank you.
Okay. Beginning where Brooke, the main character, has decided to visit a therapist. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Maya Angelou. I became hyper aware of the pit of anxiety that slowly formed in my stomach. Daddy's illness and his wishes, Elsie's critiques and not making partner, all of these things were outside of my control and towering over me like skyscrapers on the brink of collapse. I can decide? Really? I take a seat in the chair closest to the window. The soft creak of a door opening and a "Hey, Sarar" caught my ear. Anita daintily slipped into the room. The kimono maxi dress she wore made her appear as if she was floating. Her long dread styled into a crowning bun and a flower tucked on her left ear. Rather than taking the seat behind her desk, she chose to sit in the one across from me. I was a bit nervous opening up to her, given the only time I spoke to her was on the plane. Sensing my nervousness, she took the time to explain the options I had for the direction of these sessions. It was a relief. To be honest, I kind of expected the stereotypical venting session with me laying on the couch and Anita half listening. Instead, I was given the choice to talk about my feelings over a cup of tea. The session lasted about an hour. It felt good to get rid of mostly everything that was weighing on my mind. There was still a bit that I wasn't ready to share yet, so I decided to schedule another session in a few weeks. As I was leaving Anita's office to head back to my hotel, my phone vibrated a few times in my pocket. That cheesy grin resurfaced again. Hello, Brooke. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You've been on my mind all day. I'm sorry if I'm coming on too strong, but I'd love to see you again. If you're free this weekend, one of my favorite bands is performing at a jazz club I'd like to take you to. It would be a pleasure to drink in some good music while in your company. Please let me know. Ryan. My mind raced trying to figure out how I was going to answer. Suddenly I heard the sound of someone's throat clearing. I looked up to see Anita was beside me. Everything okay, Brooke? You've been standing in the same spot for the last 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, I'm fine, totally fine. I just saw something that brightened my day, I sheepishly answered. Oh, made your day? I could tell by her tone she wanted to be nosy. Was it something from the gentleman that you recently started talking to? The way she asked, she already read me dead to rights. You could say that. He invited me to a show this weekend, but I'm not sure if I should go. She leaned back on her heel. Why not? You deserve a good time. You can enjoy the atmosphere and leave it at that if you're not feeling him. I know, Anita. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. There's something about him. I don't want to say I'm in love or anything drastic like that. He just knows how to make me feel like he could read my mind from wherever he is. I don't know.
Got it. All right. Thank you, Carolyn Patterson, for that clip from your book. So what is your favorite chapter of your book and why?
Chapter 16 is my favorite chapter because it's kind of like Stella getting her groove back. Brooke takes back her power and meets someone and gets her sexy back.
Okay, yes. We're all for getting your sexy back. Yes, get it back. Woo! All right. So, Dr. Carolyn Patterson, for women out there who want to write, right, who may want to write a book, who may want to tell their story and use it as therapy or just to share their experience with other women, how would you suggest that one writes a book if they have no experience?
I did this one with a ghostwriter, but I think it depends on the kind of book you want to write and what you want to do. Okay. Because this is a novel and because the story is somewhat autobiographical yet fictionalized with other people's stories, it's a little difficult for me to have to relive certain parts. So a ghostwriter was very helpful. I could say what I needed to say, have it written down and sent back to me to edit, and that was a very helpful process. But if you're writing a certain type of content book or technical book, I've had a lot of writers tell me that they just block out time, that they write at least 1 hour every day, either early in the morning if they're a morning person or late at night, but sometime when everything else is quiet in the world and you're not being interrupted. The main thing is to make a schedule and stick to it because it's so easy to give up and life happens and your book can be undone for a long time unless you have a schedule, a commitment, and I would say an accountability partner to hold you to it, to ask you, how's it coming? Definitely a proofreader, because as we write, we know what we want to say. And when we read it back, it makes sense to us. So somebody else has got to put eyes on it for you.
Got it. All right. Good stuff. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Does anyone have any questions for Dr. Carolyn Patterson?
I'm scared of the wolf pack, but I'm going to brace myself.
See, wolves are calm too. Look at him. Any questions?
How long did it take you to write your first book?
This is my first book, and it took years. I started it in 2018, and it just came out in 2022.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So again, I'm going to hold this book up and show it to you all. It is Deceit on Shelves by Dr. Carolyn Patterson. Check it out. If it's not for you, it may be for someone you know. Check it out. Thank you so much, Dr. Carolyn Patterson. What a great interview.
Thank you for having me before the famous Chris LaPanta.
There he is on camera. And
guys, I apologize. I totally forgot about the 1 hour, the time difference. I'm in Milwaukee.
Okay.
And I just realized it is 7:44 where you are, and it's 6:44 where I am.
Okay. Yes. No, don't worry.
I'm driving to a spot. I'm parking right now. I am so embarrassed.
So, Chris, this is what we'll do, right? I'm going to play the clip from the movie that you played alongside our executive producer, Sadie Sharp Garcia, St. Nicholas. Sure. I'll play that clip while you get yourself together, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks you so much. All right, and thank you, Dr. Carolyn Patterson. You're welcome to stay on or drop off if you want. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with the Wolfpack.
Thank you, Athena, for shining a light on Deceit.
You're welcome. All right, team. That's the Chris LaPanta from the show. The movie that was in box office recently, Saints of Newark, John Wick 2, Law and Order, and to name a few. And now we're going to show the scene from the movie St. Nicholas where he starred alongside our very own executive producer, Athena Gray. Let's go over to that skit. For Chris LaPanta in the building. All right, so Chris, you've done a lot of work. And I know that when, that role in St. Nicholas, by the way, was super sexy. Next time, wear a tie. On that note,
go
Sadie,
ahead,
I'm sorry.
I actually, I improv that line about the tie.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That wasn't in the script, and I don't know. I just felt it, so I did it. I needed to say. I wanted to say something, and that just came out. It was an impulse.
Good stuff. That was good improv. So, out of all the work you've done, what has been your most favorite?
Well, honestly, it hasn't been a film or a television show. It was an off-Broadway play that I did about 7 years ago called Dogs of War. Or Hounds of War, rather, excuse me.
Okay.
And it was my first full-blown major theatrical production on stage in New York, and it was I played a career military officer, retired, who was suffering from both alcoholism and PTSD, and his family was disintegrating around him. Okay. And my character was also, on top of the alcoholism and the PTSD, he was morphing into a wild dog. He was having some schizophrenic episodes, so it was a real challenge, and put me way out of my comfort zone. And I remember the cast. The cast was incredible. We had a short run. It was 3 weeks, and it was sold out every night. And when the show closed, we had postpartum, I think, collectively, because it was such a great show and such a great experience. So, and I guess a close second would be the time I spent on John Wick, which I was on that a week, John Wick 2 rather, and I wasn't even going to audition for it. My representation told me I should go for it. It was a small part, and they said there might not even be lines, but all of your stuff will be with Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne Jr. And that happened. It's true. They ended up cutting any line I had, so I was basically a prop that eats. But I got the opportunity to talk to Lawrence Fishburne Jr., who was left such an impression on me as just a generous, kind, knowledgeable, true professional, and just a wonderful human being.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff, Chris. So, Chris, how old were you when you knew you wanted to become an actor?
I was 41.
Okay. Okay. And what was the first steps that you took?
Well, I had a corporate career. I started in journalism and worked in the .com world at the very beginning of it, and I was a creative director, VP of marketing, and basically living somebody else's blueprint for my life, i.e. my parents. And I had a life-changing event on Ash Wednesday of 2004, I believe it was, where I saved a little boy from drowning. And I was going through some stuff on the personal side that I had sort of reached a crossroads. And that day, I'd gone to Mass. I had the ashes on my head, and I'm not overly religious, but spiritual. But something told me that I needed to go to church that morning, and I did. And I ended up taking the day off and I was living in Annapolis, Maryland at the time. I don't know if you've been to Annapolis, but in downtown Annapolis, it's where the Naval Academy is, and it's also where Kunta Kinte came ashore. So there's a monument to Alex Haley. So it's a kind of a touristy area, and the slip right there where the boats come in, a lot of tourists, and a little boy fell off the pier, and I happened to be there, and I reacted, and it reshaped my thinking about life, the fragility and uncertainty of it all. And while I was doing well professionally, I was personally miserable. And I thought, I don't want to do this the rest of my life. I want to do something crazy. So I thought about that, and it was acting. So the first thing that I did was I researched actors past and present that I admired and what their path was, what they studied, because I knew nothing of it. The closest thing I'd ever done to acting was athletics. I was an athlete my whole life. And I kept hearing about the Meisner technique. And then so I dove into that and found that the best Meisner school at the time was the William Esper Studio in New York City, and still is actually. So I called, not knowing any better. I just called to see if I could interview to get in for fall semester, and they said sure. So I took a day off from work, took the train up from Baltimore, interviewed with Mr. Esper, and the rest is history. He accepted me into the program, telling me the second year was by invite only and that there were no guarantees. So.
Wow. Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Sorry, I know that was a long-winded answer, but
okay, so now you've also worked with Keanu Reeves in the past, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was that like? Tell us about your experience working with Keanu Reeves.
He, everything they say about him is true in terms of him being kind and sweet and unassuming. He doesn't. I don't like to use the word star or celebrity, but he doesn't carry himself in that way. He carries himself in a guy that carries his lunch to work every day, and humble and kind. And I remember my last day on set, I was in the makeup chair after we had wrapped, and they were taking my fake dirt and stuff off of me. And he was in the makeup chair next to me, and I thanked him for the opportunity and wished him well with his future endeavors. And he, said the same. And then he left. And I remember the makeup lady said to me, he is such a good guy. She said, he gave everybody in the crew a personalized Christmas gift.
Wow.
And so I don't know what else you need to know about the guy other than he's kind and generous and real. Real as rain,
Good stuff. Yeah. All right. So for all of our actors and actresses listening, and just to let you know, Chris.
Yep.
When you have a moment, watch tonight's show, because we have a lot of actors and actresses on here who put together skits, because we decided as a result of you agreeing to come on the show, we've evolved into TNL, Thursday Night Live, where we will do actors and actresses will do skits of live current events every week. Tonight already, we had one woman do a monologue from the play Tango of Chicago, if I'm saying that right. And I'm sorry, Lady T, if you're on there, correct me. And then we also had one woman play the role of Kamala Harris, and Donald Trump called in, and they had like a huge argument. We had to mute them. And after your interview tonight, we're going to have another skit. But because of you, we thought to evolve the show and how we could dedicate the show to you and to all those actors and actresses out there who want to get into television to just start. So with that said, Chris, tell our listeners, how do you get ready? How do you get ready to get into character? How do you prepare to audition and get into character?
That's a great question, and it's a tough one because for me, I read the script and I figure out what the circumstances are, you know, beyond what's in the script, what this guy, which is really just me in this circumstance, this imaginary circumstance, what he would feel, what he would react, what his stakes are. And, you know, I'm not trained as a method actor. I'm a Meisner guy, but I found that there's so much overlap in preparation. You do what works for you. And for me, I would immerse myself in things that this character would do in his life. You know, for example, I did something a number of years ago. It was a short called Potter's Field. And the guy that I was playing was a Westie, Irish-American gangster from Hell's Kitchen. So I read everything I could about the Westies. I read Paddywhacked, which is a great book by T.J. English. He also wrote a book called The Westies, which they made into a film starring Sean Penn and Gary Oldman, I believe. And I just read about these guys and what they were like. So then I went to Hell's Kitchen and I hung out in some of these dive bars, you know, and drank a lot of Guinness and Jameson and listened to Irish music
Jameson, Jameson!
And just tried to, you know, embody, although it was a few decades since they were roaming freely, I just walked those streets and got a sense of the area and tried to imagine what it was like then. And I mean, that's just one example. You know, I try to spend time with the folks that come from the communities or the professions, vocations that I'm trying to portray or bring to life.
Good
Does
stuff.
that make sense?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. That's good stuff. Thank you, Chris. All right, so Chris, we have one actress who has been waiting for you to come on the show. She's been working with our, you know, startup show, Wife to Wolf and the Wolf Pack, and we promised her that when you did come on, she would get to ask you 2 questions. So meet
awesome.
Up-and-coming actress Destiny Frazier. Destiny Frazier, meet Chris LaPanta.
Hey, Destiny.
Hi. So my question for you is, what techniques do you best use to memorize your lines?
That's a great question, and I get that all the time. And you know what? I find that my technique is evolving all the time. You know, I find little tricks, and for me, I read it, and I repeat it, repeat it, and then I use subtext. You know, so the words on the page actually make total sense. And it's like the only things that could be spoken are what I'm saying, and to do that, I use my own language. So I'll read the script and then I'll just keep reading it out loud and, you know, in my own words to get the meanings down and my moments, and then start to integrate the actual script. Repetition is just, for me, the best way to do it. You know, some people are blessed with that photographic memory where they read it and they've got it. And I'll give you an example. Last night, my wife is in Chicago all week for a conference. And so I took advantage of her having the hotel room, and I went down there for a few days, and I took our 3-year-old with us. And yesterday afternoon, I got an audition late that was due this morning at 10 a.m. It was a self-tape for a TV show filming in Utah. So I'm trying to prepare for this thing, and I've got my 3-year-old with me. So I'm walking around the hotel room reading the script out loud, and he starts to parrot me, saying the lines back to me. And it was pretty hilarious, because it made no sense. You know, this was very adult, like nothing profane, but it was, you know, the subject matter, talking about post-apocalyptic living and all this kind of stuff. But it's just the repetition and then hearing it back. You know, I oftentimes would record myself just reading it and listen to it, you know, when I can.
Yeah.
So does that help at all?
Yeah, that helped a lot, actually.
Thank you. All right, Brittany,
All right.
I have one more question. What's the next question?
All right, my next question is, like, what keeps you motivated?
Brittany, you're a little robotic, honey.
Like,
I think you're getting a bad network connection.
By certain
Brittany?
roles, like, what keeps you motivated?
Brittany, you're gonna have to start that question all over.
Oops.
Can
you hear me?
You're a little robotic. Start that
Can
question
you hear me now?
over. Yes.
Okay, I said, what keeps you motivated to keep going after getting denied from certain roles?
That's a very good question. Belief in myself and just the feeling that I have about this craft. You know, I didn't start this to become famous, or if you're doing this to become a star or celebrity, you're in the wrong spot, because you've got to love what you're doing. And for me, that's what keeps me going. The opportunity to tell a story, you know, to have an impact on people, to do good work, and find things out about yourself. You know, there's so much about it that I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know if that answer helps at all. It's the unknown. It's like it's kind of like fishing. You just never know what's coming. You know, you keep throwing that line out there,
Yeah.
and you just got to believe. And it's also helped me redefine success. You know, when I went to do this, everybody thought I was crazy. Like, acting, what do you know about acting? And I was like, nothing. But I've managed to be on stage, primetime TV, and movies. So I'm an actor. Am I part of that small percentage that's, you know, on the cover of magazines? And no, that's not what's driving me. It's the passion for the work and telling stories.
That's good stuff, Chris. And Chris, thank you very much for taking the time to come on to a startup show today, such as Wife to Wolf with the Wolf Pack. We really appreciate it. We really do. We'll continue to look out for all your work. We'll continue to support you, and we really appreciate your time.
Yes.
Well, thank you. And again, my apologies for being late to screw up on the time difference. I am so embarrassed, but I'd love to come visit you guys again anytime. And it's an absolute pleasure.
You got it. Thank you so much, Chris. You enjoy the rest of your day, and good luck with that audition.
Thank you so much, guys. Good luck to all.
Thank you. Don't forget to watch this episode.
No, I'm going to watch it tonight.
Thank you.
You bet.
Have a great day, Chris.
You the same. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All righty. So on that note, we are going to continue with TNL tonight, Thursday Night Live. And we have one more skit coming up, right? All right, so I'm going to need everyone to mute. There's some feedback in the background, and I'm going to need every single person to mute. All right? On that note, we're going to go into our last skit for tonight. Our last skit for tonight is we are going to interview yours truly, Jennifer Lopez, known as J-Lo. J-Lo. Jenny from the block. Jenny from the block, can you hear us?
Hi, sure can.
Hey, J-Lo. All right. Hey. So, J-Lo, let me get this off the screen. I'm so sorry. All right, great. So we can see you, we can hear you. Hi, J-Lo. Thank you so very much again to you, Chris LaPanta, so much for agreeing to an interview tonight on Wife to Wolf. There's not too many celebrities such as yourselves who would take the time to speak or come on a startup radio show such as Wife to Wolf and the Wolf Pack. So thank you so much, J-Lo, for your time tonight.
Oh, I am so glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. So, J-Lo, you know I gotta ask, girl. You just got married for what? Number 5? Is this the 5th time?
Oh, girl, look at me.
Oh, look at all those rings, J-Lo. Oh, girl. Oh, wait a minute. So, wait, this ring from Ben, this one's a yellow diamond, correct?
Well, this one's a little because I had the munchies and I was sucking on it. So, but I got here, you know, this is the most recent one because I got 2 from Ben.
Oh, girl, you got 2 rings from one man. Go ahead, J-Lo, you know you got to write your book, right? You got to write that
Girl,
book.
I know every girl wants to know.
Yes, and J-Lo, you look so good. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
girl,
that's
look at me.
Oh, J-Lo. Oh, my God. Look at that booty. Woo! That booty big and that stomach flat. And she got all them rings. J-Lo, you got more rings than freaking Dak Prescott.
Girl, I got more rings than Tom Brady.
Girl! That's a ring!
He's trying to give me some competition.
Oh my goodness! All right, wait a minute. I think we have another caller. Hello, caller. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hi. Is that Mark Anthony?
Yes.
Hi.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for joining the show. What a pleasure.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, Mark.
Hey. How you doing, baby? I just want to.
I'm good, Poppy.
Hey, mi amor de la cuadra. Hey, I just want to say congratulations, and I just want to know that everything's good with me and Nadia, and let you know that the kids are gonna be calling her mommy.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Well, the kids are gonna be calling her mommy. What's so strange about that?
Pero tú estás loco, nene. ¿Tú crees que mis niños van a llamar a tu madre? I'm sorry. Marco, are you crazy?
Oh my goodness.
Are you crazy? Are you? ¿Tú crees que mi niño olvida esa puta esa? No, she's 23 years old. You should. Todo viejo.
When he's speaking in Spanish.
Yeah,
Stand next to that little girl. What's wrong with you? My kids are not gonna be calling her. No, listen. My name is still Jenny, and I am from the block. Do not get that shit twisted, okay?
Hey, yeah, you done? Are we done?
Okay, so it looks like we have another caller. Nadia Ferrara is Mark Anthony, is that your fiance, Nadia Ferrara?
Yes, and you know.
What is that bitch doing here? I thought this was just an interview about me.
Let me let her on. Hi, Nadia. Thank you for calling into the Wife the Wolf show.
Sounds good looking. Come on now.
No. Mark, why did you say that to her? Do I mean nothing to you when another woman in front of you?
What do you mean?
Out.
I was telling you that you're the new mommy. What are you talking about, baby?
Yeah, but the way you said it, you flirted with her.
No, I was.
You're flirting with her.
No,
I'm not you.
Okay, all right. So,
what's going on? I don't understand. Okay, are we gonna? Where's Jenny?
I'm right here. Okay. This is just ridiculous. I cannot believe that I am on this show. You're coming to tell me that you want your little 23 little fiance. Listen, I've been married 4 times. Fiancés come and go. My kids are not going to be calling her mama. Okay? Yo soy la única mamá aquí.
You know, that's pretty good looking, don't you think?
Maybe you want to take this offline. I mean, you know, just a suggestion.
No,
to Nadia and Mark.
I am done with you.
No. Wait, Nadia. No. Hold on, okay?
Oh, I think she's going. Nadia's going. So J-Lo. No, mommy?
No. Esa nene está so loca. She think he's crazy. He's crazy. I'm from the Bronx. We don't play like that, okay? We don't play like that. It's just, no. I'm their mama. I gave birth to them. They came out of my vagina. Okay?
Yes. Your vagina, right. Yes.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Kids connect to the vagina. They never disconnect. Right. So, J-Lo,
I'm
you know,
so
you
sorry
seem a
about
little...
this embarrassment
No.
on your show.
It's okay. We're going to continue this interview another time. You know what? We'll reach out to your publicist and we'll reschedule. Is that okay?
I appreciate that. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, J-Lo. Bye. All right, so that was our last skit. On that note, that was tonight's first episode of TNL, Thursday Night Live with the Wife to Wolf. We heard from Chris LaPanta, Dr. Carolyn Patterson, and Ja No Disrespect tonight. And for all of our actresses and actors who are still in the building, can you please turn on your camera and share with us what roles you played tonight on TNL? Let's start with Rias Knight. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's start with Michael Halo. Michael, you're on mute.
Michael Hilo, I played Mark Anthony in the last skit. The wonderful skit. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. We look forward to working with you again in the future. Let's go to Destiny Frazier. Destiny Frazier, what role did you play tonight?
I'm Destiny Frazier. I played Vice President Kamala Harris.
Thank you very much, Destiny. Moving on to Lady T. Lady T, what role did you play tonight?
Hi, I played the masseuse in the Joe Biden skit, Pop and Squish in Chicago, and Nadia Ferreira with Mark Anthony's fiance.
Thank you very much, Lady T. And CC Beans, what role did you play tonight, CC Beans?
What's that, girl? I'm still looking for my hoop. I was J-Lo and the only fabulous. All
right. So that concludes our episode tonight of TNL. Thank you very much, everyone, for logging in for the show, The Wife to Wolf.
Yes.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, my God.